coming to the farm and kind of being able to touch the soil, being able to see what's growing. I would say that people are just disconnected from it. We're a little bit alienated from the production systems of food in a lot of different ways.
Food is your medicine. It really is. And if you're not connected to your food, I think it affects your health, it affects your mentality, and knowing your farmer sort of brings everything home in a holistic way. One day my wife came home and said, I found a 10-acre piece of property. It has a lake, it has a little raised home site from the dirt from the lake, and it comes with 5,000 organic blueberry bushes. And I was like, blueberries? Wow, that's interesting. It was owned by a Mennonite couple and just fell in love with it and saw the potential of organics. And we cut a deal, and after a lot of back and forth, we purchased this property. The last name is Blumenthal, and we thought Blumenberry Farms was such a perfect name, but now we don't grow blueberries. Now we grow probably 50, 60 different vegetables. That includes different varieties, maybe 3 to 5 different types of kale, for instance. And we like to grow unusual items, from sourcing the seed to raising the plants and harvesting them. What we say about organics is that we're not growing plants, we're growing soil. And we're all about improving our soil every day, and healthy soil then produces the healthy plants.
To be certified organic, you have to verify that your farm has not used persistent pesticides, herbicides, or fungicides for at least 3 years. You have to demonstrate that with a soil sample, and it's certified through the USDA. For initial certification, you'll have to go through at least 3 years where you're not using that land conventionally. And there's meticulous note keeping and record keeping that you have to do to make sure that you stay certified, because every year you have to verify everything that you've used in your fields, everything you've harvested, make sure all your seeds are certified organic. And it's a lot of legwork to make sure that you are following through on all the steps that you need to. But that kind of trust that the process is there is what I think makes customers and people who are interested in organic farming really feel good about the food they're buying, because they don't have to worry. Once they see that seal on there, they know the farmer is doing things the right way, because there's all of this back structure that keeps it that way.
That's like a buzzword right now: farm to table. Know your farmer, know where you're getting your food from. We welcome our customers to come visit the farm on different farm tours, and we have a weekly pickup here at the farm, as well as other points throughout Sarasota. And it's nice to have a connection and say, hi Mindy, how are you today? Here's your so-and-so, and see, we'll be harvesting more next week. And it gives you that close connection to the farmer.
CSA stands for Community Supported Agriculture. It's a system in which the community gives funds to the farmer up front so that we have money to buy seed, buy everything that we need for planting for the year. It gives us a little bit of security, and it gives our members a feeling of being part of the farm operation.
Well, I think people would be surprised to find out that buying farm direct from an organic farm such as ours is very affordable, and you get a lot for your money. We don't have storage costs, we don't have logistic costs, and what you're getting is a lot more nutritious than what you would get at the supermarket. So it's really a win-win to be buying local and to be buying fresh product.
It's just going to be the best for your health. You're not going to have carcinogenic chemicals that are sprayed on the plants. Finding out that information was really kind of pivotal in having my whole mind change about how industrial agriculture works in general. It's not meant to sustain a food system. It's meant to extract as much profit out of the food system as you can, and then what happens after that is where, whatever happens.
I've been doing this for 26 years, so I like to share my knowledge with other farms, and I think that helps things. Biggest challenge is technology. We're a small farm, so we don't have lots of really fancy cultivation equipment, and we don't grow under plastic, and we combat weeds and a lot of insects and things like that. So it's challenging being small and only being able to use so many resources.
We're starting off usually seeding within our greenhouses around October and September. The temperature drops off, the nights get a little cooler, we're able to plant more, and then our harvest starts around November and can go into April, maybe May if we push it, but there's just some things that it gets a little too warm for. And once the rain starts, it's just too wet.
There's definitely a lot of risk. Fortunately, we're in a position where we're not in the business of making money. We're really fulfilling a mission, which is to get organic foods into as many mouths as possible. It's really hard to make a profit on a farm this size, so we get to pick and choose, and sometimes crops are profitable, sometimes they're not. But overall, it's not a moneymaker. It's for the passion.
You go out just east here and you'll see, 100-acre farms with nothing but tomato monoculture out there, and it's part of the food system. It has to happen that way in a lot of ways. But if we were able to diversify the food system with a lot more smaller scale farms, people purchasing directly from their farmers, it would make a big difference in the way the food system works, food security, and kind of our connection back to the earth, I think.